a fighter. To see where you were when I first met you to now, you have taken 4 major steps that I've noticed in your life. Number 1 was you've taken action about the things that God compelled in your heart to be convicted about. The second thing is that you showed tenacity in all those things to continue to fight through even if things were hard in the seasons that you've been in. The third thing is when the enemy tried to shake you up, you remain really firm in your faith. 1 Corinthians is a great example of that. Stand firm in the faith. And the last thing that I've noticed is that no matter what, in all of those things, you've always been someone that's been faithful, but also jaunty. You've been joyful. You've been cheerful because you actually know the Lord and you know who is your sustainer. You know who is your keeper, who is your beholder, who is the person whose name you carry. And you don't have to say it. It just comes out through your spirit. So.
You have been very obedient. Say encouragements in these next moments of life to be present, enjoy, and experience, and allow Him to just show you new things.
Okay, you are wise beyond your years, girl.
I will add bright.
Bright.
I would say determined, similar in the sense of resilient, but you have overcome so much in the short time that I've known you, and you're so willing and able to push through and overcome. God will just continue to provide for you and do amazing things. Very proud of you.
You agree?
Resilient. Respectful. I think you are incredibly respectful, and it shows a lot of meekness too. I guess meekness goes along with it. It's like, you're incredibly intelligent for your age, and you can easily be combative and stuff. You can easily, I gotta say this, but you're very respectful of, seems like everybody, whether it's you people that you're not too fond of, you still kind of respect them, which is great.
My word goes hand in hand with Joe's word, which is restrained, even though from what everybody has described, it can be a tendency to be the opposite of that. You still find a way to kind of be calm and continue on things that you go to do.
You're someone who is rooted in your faith, but I also want to encourage you that you are a cherished child of God. You've already been, as people have said, through so much that is only because of the Lord at work in your life, and you've done it with so much joy. And I think of, consider it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face all these struggles, which are obviously producing endurance and character continuously in you, and you already know this, and it's beautiful to see because you know that the struggles will only continue because you follow Jesus, but you can take joy in those things. You already exhibit it so well, and so I'm just so excited for you, and we miss you.
You're so wise beyond your years. I guess I would say impressive. Just seeing how committed you are to your faith at this age, I'm like, that's just amazing, and such an example and a role model for other people. I look up to you, and I'm 10 years older than you, exactly. And I'm you say things, and I'm oh my gosh.
It's wow, that's good.
I'm wow, how does she, wow. So another great word for you, a light to other people, and just, show, Christ shining through you. So just excited for this new chapter for you.
And the unique friendships that she has with each of us, and just for the work that you are so evidently doing in and through her, and the peace you've given her with this move that we know is bittersweet, but there is such excitement in new chapters, and we pray for her as she begins the journey to Colorado. Lord, in the moments that might seem anxious, Lord, that you would just be her peace, that she would be and remain rooted in you, abiding in you at all times, Lord, and that you would do a new and beautiful work in this next chapter of her life, God. And we're sad to see her go, but we're here as support. She has a family here, and we're so thankful to have been able to know Destiny. God, we just ask all these things in your most holy name.
Yeah.